Welcome, guys. What I'm about to share with you is how to prosper from your passion, how to create a lifestyle business doing what you love, what you know you're great at, how to become your own boss and create your life on your terms so you can focus on doing more of the things you love to do. Here's the thing, every single one of us have dreams of how we change our lives in an instant if only we knew how. But most of us are too scared to take that first step of making that dream a reality because we don't know what that first step is, or we're too scared to take the leap from the safety of a secure, well paid job that we've no doubt spent years working towards and off the ledge into an unknown world of how will I feed my family? Where will the money for the rent or mortgage come from? Will I need to take out another loan or increase my credit card debt? What if I end up Welcome, guys. What I'm about to share with you is how to prosper from your passion, how to create a lifestyle business doing what you love, what you know you're great at, how to become your own boss and create your life on your terms so you can focus on doing more of the things you love to do. Here's the thing, every single one of us have dreams of how we change our lives in an instant if only we knew how. But most of us are too scared to take that first step of making that dream a reality because we don't know what that first step is, or we're too scared to take the leap from the safety of a secure, well paid job that we've no doubt spent years working towards, right? And off the ledge into an unknown world of how will I feed my family? Where will the money for the rent or mortgage come from? Will I need to take out another loan or increase my credit card debt? What if in the end it doesn't work and I've wasted my time, my money, and possibly lost the respect of my friends? Can you imagine for a second how your world would change without those fears and doubts? And if you had all the time and resources to create the perfect lifestyle business based around what you love and what you're passionate about? I love asking people this question. If you had all the time and money in the world, what would you do with your life? Really, what would you do? Today I'm going to show you the 3 simple steps to turn your dream into a reality, to take your excitement and passion for what you love into a fully operational, profitable business. I'm going to take you from where you are now, wherever that is, to where you want to be, even if you don't know what your business looks like yet. And because I know there'll be resistance along the way, I've got the tools ready to help you overcome that too. I know your time's precious, so let's jump right in. If you've ever dreamed of creating a profitable business doing what you love, I guarantee you're in the right place. And here's my big promise to you. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to show you how to create your successful business, doing what you love using your unique gifts and talents without the stress and overwhelm. Plus, how to overcome your limiting beliefs so you can get past the self-doubt and anxiety and move closer to realizing your goals. So many of us have beliefs that limit our success, beliefs that we're not good enough, beliefs about our own capabilities, fears imposed on us from a young age by our parents, or belief in our own self-worth that tell us we don't deserve success. Can you relate to this? I'm going to show you how to overcome all of these things using a simple step-by-step process that's guaranteed to give you freedom from the limiting beliefs and self-doubt that's currently holding you back and freeing the hidden parts of yourself that are keeping you stuck, provided you do the work. It really is time for you. Don't waste another second of your life working towards your boss's dreams. Don't waste another minute living up to everyone else's dreams and expectations while your own dreams go unfulfilled. It's time to start living your life your way, however that may look for you. More money to get out of the financial struggles of bills and a mortgage, more freedom to do the simple things that you love to do, the ability to travel more and spend more time with your family. Whatever it is, having the choice for the first time in your life to make those decisions because time and money are no longer an issue, and really feeling like you're really finally living. If you don't know what success looks like or even what you're passionate about, or you have no idea what your unique gifts and talents are, or even if you have them, and I guarantee you that you do, don't worry. Most people will never discover their unique gifts and talents, let alone how to turn them into a successful business. But here's the exciting part. That's what I'm going to show you today. In fact, today I had a 3-minute conversation with a young man working at a watchmaker. Within 3 minutes, I took him from having no idea what he was passionate about to helping him uncover his passions and suggested he look into investing in a hole-in-the-wall coffee venue. My intuition is usually strong, so it came as no surprise to me that when I mentioned the hole in the wall coffee shop, his face went white and he relayed how he'd been offered to run one just this week. So, I guarantee you'll be amazed by the results. But firstly, because I want you to get the most out of today's training, I highly recommend you find somewhere quiet where you won't be disturbed, switch off your phone and any other social media, and make sure you have something to take notes with. I don't want you to miss anything. Before we go any further, I want to be clear that this is not for everyone. This is for women who are ready to make a healthy living doing what they love, ready to challenge themselves and grow towards their ultimate path to freedom, ready and willing to forge forward and overcome the fears and obstacles that show up as a result of real growth and change. If that's you, then you're in exactly the right place. If, on the other hand, you're unwilling to make changes in your life, or you believe you're uncoachable, or if you're unmotivated and just looking for a quick fix, then this program is probably not for you. In the next 30 minutes, you'll discover how to make a difference in a living doing what you love instead of making a difference to your boss's bottom line and being swallowed by the 9 to 5 grind, where you're never able to find time for yourself or the things you love. How to unlock your greatest potential by overcoming the fears and limiting beliefs that have kept you stuck and stopped you stepping out onto that scary ledge and creating your life on your terms using a powerful and proven technique that I've developed and used for over 20 years. My simple step-by-step template that will ensure you transition from the security of a regular income to creating your own financially independent business without the fear or risk of losing everything along the way. Imagine having the freedom to live your life by your clock and create an income which is limited only by how much you choose to create. And waking up every day without the niggling doubt and frustration because you know you're finally on the right path and finally sharing your passion and talent with the world. Imagine going to bed every night feeling fulfilled, at peace and proud of your achievements and success. Does this sound familiar? Do you wake up every day and question what life is all about? What you're meant to be doing with your life? Does your life lack purpose? Do you drag yourself to work every single day, put your hours in and go home unfulfilled, exhausted and like, there's got to be more to life than this? Do you feel like you've given up on your dreams or actually forgotten you ever had them? Like you just don't care anymore what tomorrow brings because you've given up on the hope of anything ever changing, completely uninspired by life and lacking any real direction? And like your work life is so exhausting and consuming that you feel too drained to live a life that's actually meaningful and fun. Like you're wasting your life away on your boss's dreams and like you should have your own life figured out by now. This is a picture of my recent client, Deb. Before Deb came to me, she was living in a small country town where she grew up, and at only 54 years old, she felt like her life had passed her by. She wasn't working, she barely left her house, and she had absolutely no idea how to get out of the rut she was in. She was overweight, depressed, and slowly watching her life disappear before her eyes, and her low self-esteem had her stuck in an unhealthy relationship. She knew something had to change, and after implementing the steps I showed her, she's left her hometown to be closer to her grandchildren, is walking regularly, and has completely changed her mindset and habits. She's discovered that she's passionate about helping young people build their self-esteem, and she's looking at ways to further training in this area. Her long-term goal is to set up a centre where kids can be heard and supported and express their own creative passions. Now, more importantly than ever, Deb feels like she has a purpose for the first time in years, and she feels really excited about her future. This was my story and not that long ago. For years I questioned my purpose. What was my passion? Why did I feel empty and uninspired and lacking any real direction or focus? My work life seemed to consume me as I was caught up in the glory of climbing the corporate ladder to build my own successful career, self-worth and financial independence. But I just wasn't happy. So much of the time I felt so confused about my path in life and which voice of reason I should be listening to. The voice of my dad that had told me to keep my secure job and salary. The same voice that ignited my survival mechanism and promised to keep me safe and alive. The voice that said, Women have an equal place alongside men in the corporate world. Hang on to your achievements. Or the voice that said, break free of the mold, do what you love, what you were born to do, and make this life epic, despite the fears that come along with it. And the truth is, behind that voice that said, make this life epic, is the voice of destiny. Your destiny that won't give in until you're on the right path, until you discover your calling and find the courage to embrace destiny with both hands. Because ultimately, your destiny is calling you to something bigger, to experience the greatness of life through growth and new awareness. I'd always been taught by my father to study hard, work hard, and get a secure job, which I'd done. But in my early 40s, I began to question more deeply than ever what my reason for living was. What was my purpose? My reason for being alive? I'd been responsible, bought a house, raised my family, had a successful career. But surely there had to be more to life than a successful career, right? I'd been on a journey of personal development for all of my adult life, and what that had taught me was to follow my passion. But that went against everything that had been drummed into me from a young age. So I continued to climb the corporate ladder, eventually landing a very cushy and well-paid job where I was my own boss, had an awesome team under me, and the freedom to make my choices on a day-to-day basis. But it wasn't enough. To some, I had the world at my feet, but I felt empty, uninspired, and completely lacking any direction or purpose in my life. I felt so frustrated. What was I missing? Why couldn't I find the happiness that I constantly searched for? The answer came one day like a bolt out of the blue. And here's the interesting part. It had been there all along. Hiding behind the beliefs and expectations of my father was the fear of losing everything I'd worked so hard to achieve, a well-paid job in management, and the approval and social status that came along with it, or so I believed. The fear of rejection from my loved ones for taking the road less travelled, and my own limiting beliefs that I couldn't possibly make a living doing what I love, what I was born to do. Does this sound familiar? I had no idea that this and other limiting beliefs were keeping me stuck in a career that no longer brought me fulfillment. Not only that, I'd been on my path my whole life, and everything I'd learned and become up until this day was exactly what I needed to follow my true calling. My biggest itch that I couldn't scratch my entire life was working out what my passion was and what my purpose for living was. I realised that this was my unique gift. It was my mission to help others find their true calling, their life purpose, and help them to turn that into a successful business or make the change to the right career path. To help others discover the absolute joy and freedom of doing what they love every single day, being their own boss and having the flexibility and time to do what matters most to them while they create a healthy living. Imagine having time to spend with your grandchildren, have coffee with your mum, or joining that Friday morning yoga class. All the things you can't currently do because you feel chained to your job. I remember feeling angry, frustrated, and even scared that this was it for life, working a 50 to 60 hour week and never having the freedom to really live my life my way. It felt like a prison sentence. Now I do what I'm passionate about every day, what I was born to do. I love my life. I have the freedom to choose how I'll spend my days, and even when I'm working, well, as they say, when you're doing what you love, it never feels like work. I feel abundant in every area of my life, and I have more time to do the things I love and spend with the people I cherish. So here's how to get started. Step 1 is to gain absolute clarity about what's really important to you. Get off the crazy treadmill we call life and take the time to breathe. Find balance in your life again and listen to what you truly need to make you feel whole and alive. Really, truly alive. So many of us are constantly racing from one meaningless task to another in an effort to avoid the emptiness and frustration that lives inside us. So break free of the busy schedules. We have to break the cycle of depression and anxiety that's so common these days. Start by recognizing and clearing out everything in your life that no longer serves you and replacing those things that feed your creativity. Loosen the hold on what's not important and find time to honor and love all of the parts of yourself by finding the space to listen to your heart and your intuition so you can be guided back to your truth, who you truly are in the world. So many of us feel frustrated, anxious, and depressed because our life completely lacks meaning, and stressed because we're constantly busy racing through life but feel like we're achieving nothing and gaining nothing from life. Overwhelmed because we don't know what will make us happy or how to even begin to find it, and resentful because happiness just seems so out of reach and we don't have the time to stop long enough and think about what's truly possible and what's really going on for us right now. We need to stop and find balance to feel calm in the face of upsets, centered on what's truly important to us, focused on where we're going in life, and most importantly, present. Present enough to connect with the real you, the one that's been crying out to be heard for so long. Imagine feeling absolute joy at finally feeling like you have a reason to be alive, like you're connected with the breath and life force inside you. Excited to be spending time doing the things you love, taking a walk in nature while you listen to your favourite music, going to your favourite cafe and spending hours poring over a magazine, completely indulging in a calming and uplifting yoga class which reinvigorates your soul. Just by doing these simple things, you give yourself time to listen to your inner guidance, your higher self, for new ideas to come through and inspiration to stir your imagination, to really think about how you want to spend tomorrow and next week and the rest of your life. The answers are already present inside of you. All you have to do is learn how to listen. So why is discovering your passion, your true life purpose, so important to your happiness? This is the most important point I talk about all of the time, and I think you'll be amazed at the answer. Here's a little clue. If you don't like your life, how hard will you be working to create more free time for yourself? Most of us are too scared to really take time out to just stop and listen, because we're too scared to discover what our heart is trying to tell us when there's no distractions, just space and silence. Finding your true calling brings forth a life that's exciting, creative and inspired, but most importantly, you feel fulfilled. Wouldn't you love to finally feel crystal clear about your deepest purpose and know that you're doing everything in your power to make this lifetime epic? We're all born with a unique gift, a unique reason for being here, which is encoded into our DNA, a path where every door is open to us. When you're working in your purpose, you've honoured your true calling and you're doing what you love every day, you feel alive and vibrant in every moment because you know that this is truly where you're meant to be and exactly what you're meant to be doing. You feel so inspired by the knowledge that you're helping others in a way that no one else truly can like you can. You don't feel afraid anymore that life's passing you by while you're still trying to figure out what it's all about anyway. And you can finally breathe, knowing that you've found your purpose. You finally feel content and at peace. I hear what you're saying. I don't have time to fit anything else into my busy schedule. But here's what I know to be true. When you stop long enough to take back control of your life, the frantic schedule inside your head stops going round and round and you find space to think more clearly, to plan and focus. The resentment you felt creeping in because you spend all of your time looking after everyone else and leaving no time for yourself is gone. You discover that taking time out to nurture yourself, even for a 15-minute walk, is so rejuvenating. It feeds your soul and you become positive in mind, body and spirit, and you begin to enjoy life again and see the beauty in everything, the simple things. When you replenish your soul by loving yourself, you have so much more to give to the ones you love. How amazing would it be then to expand this feeling into every waking moment, including your work life? Imagine sharing your passion and excitement for life with others. Imagine bringing joy to others by sharing your unique gifts and talents. I promise you, it's more rewarding than anything you've ever experienced in your life. You feel inspired and successful in every area. What would this mean to you to feel like you've finally succeeded in life? Deepak Chopra explains success like this. Success is the continued expansion of happiness and the progressive realization of worthy goals. Unfortunately, so many people are wandering aimlessly through life, allowing the circumstances of their day-to-day to determine their outcome year after year, and struggling to find any real reason for being alive, Can you relate to this? We've been so brainwashed by society to find working careers that don't fulfill our creative needs, and our creativity and passion has been smothered in return for hard work and a sensible pay packet. It's time to break free of this limited thinking and start really living. Imagine this, you've discovered what's been forgotten by you for many, many years, your true life purpose, the reason you were born. You have absolute clarity about what's really important to you, what you stand for and who you are in the world. You finally know which direction you're heading in and you're so excited you can hardly wait to get started. Suddenly there just aren't enough hours in the day to build your business doing what you love. You can finally feel that achievement of creating something amazing, something that you can share, something that will help others on their journey and also provide a secure income and finally a life free to live however you choose. Imagine the absolute joy and satisfaction of finally putting your energy into something that you're passionate about instead of turning up to a job day after day and no longer wondering if it's what you're meant to be doing with your life anyway. And when you're doing what you love, you don't need expensive cars, a fancy house or extravagant holidays to make you happy because you feel so content and happy doing what you love every single day. Step 2 is about being courageous to face the parts of yourself that are keeping you stuck, to draw on the courage to overcome your fears and limiting beliefs, because your business can only grow as much as you do. Each and every person brings with them fears and limiting beliefs from their childhood that create the lens through which we view the world on a daily basis. Most people aren't even aware of these fears and limitations because as we go through life, we're re-triggered by the original event, and as new events get overlaid over the original event, we bury the root cause. Imagine then the potential to become the best version of yourself by simply breaking down these walls and seeing yourself really clearly and full of infinite possibilities for the first time ever. Imagine seeing your world from a whole new perspective, a completely different vantage point, one where you're successful, confident, empowered, and ready to take on new opportunities to continually grow and blossom, ready and willing to grab life with both hands. No more insecurities that you're a failure, not good at things or incapable. No more feelings of being worthless, of not being good enough to achieve the financial success you deserve. No more of those limiting beliefs that have kept you in a mediocre job, believing that this is the best there is for you. And with those limiting beliefs finally gone, your business can grow to its greatest potential. Let me give you an example of what I mean. When I was desperate to leave my job in management and start my landscaping business, I didn't realise that what was keeping me stuck was the thought of having to tell people that I was a gardener when I'd worked so hard to finally achieve a role in management. The moment I realised that hit me like a thunderbolt. That thought had been swimming around in my subconscious mind for months and months, but it wasn't until I undertook a beautifully simple process that it popped through from my subconscious mind to my conscious mind. It took me some time to process how I felt about this, but eventually just knowing the reason why gave me the courage and the leverage to quit my job in exchange for running my own design and landscaping business, something I'd wanted to do for many years. Cognitive reappraisal technique is at the forefront of unlocking your current mind patterns and empowering your mind to reach the ultimate in your human experience by breaking through the fears and blockages to dissolve the places in your psyche that keep you feeling stuck, unworthy and incapable, and replacing it with feelings of empowerment and confidence, using a simple process to get to the root cause or event in your life that's put the belief there in the first place and remove it from your conditioning permanently. It's about rethinking your response to an old event from your childhood so it becomes productive rather than destructive or limiting. During the process, you'll recognise how the event shaped your beliefs from a young age and then reevaluate them with the foresight that you didn't have as a child, now that you're an adult. Reevaluating events from your childhood changes your life immeasurably because even though you're now an adult, you're still experiencing the negative emotions as if you're a child. Personal growth is at the cornerstone of any successful business. Imagine putting all of the time and effort into building your business only to become stuck at a certain point, unable to progress further and unable to pinpoint exactly why. Recently on a coaching call, Claire, made a number of references to feeling worthless and like a failure. She'd been struggling in her business for a really long time, trying to sell high-ticket coaching to professionals. I reached out to Claire to dive deeper into her feelings of unworthiness, and after a 30-minute Skype call and using CRT, we were able to unlock a time in her life at age 5 where she felt worthless and remove it from her psyche. She'd carried that with her for over 50 years, and within 2 days of the call, she was able to sell 2 coaching programs, one for £3,000 and one for £5,000, something she'd never been able to achieve before, within just 2 days of being guided through this powerful technique. Guys, here's what I love about it. The process is extremely gentle and effective, so much so that once you have uncovered the emotions, you'll struggle to remember the event ever existed that created it in the first place. There's no heavy residual energy left behind by uncovering the memory, and with each process you undertake, you become lighter and less held back by past patterns. You become amazingly free of past conditioning, and you feel more emotionally balanced and stronger than ever before in your life. You're less volatile. You don't become triggered by events in your life because you haven't dealt with the emotion behind them. And you feel emotionally better able to cope with events that you would have once considered a major setback. You start to feel really empowered, and you welcome challenges and learn to recognise that your greatest fears and obstacles are also your greatest gift and opportunity for growth. This is all part of the realisation that comes with this technique. We'll also look at where there's resistance and all the ways it will show up in your life so you can become aware of it and overcome it. Resistance shows up as boredom, depression, wanting to sleep, apathy, to name a few. What it usually is fear of failing, fear of loss, fear of rejection, even fear of success. If you don't know how to recognise it and push through it, it has the power to keep you stuck for months or even years. So now it's time to really get to work and create your ultimate business using simple, proven steps. The single biggest reason that most people fail to succeed in setting up their small business is because their idea is never more than a dream. The fear of failure stops them from ever taking those first steps. The key to success is having systems in place and proper planning. And with 2 diplomas in management, a diploma in bookkeeping, and over 25 years' experience in managing, sales and marketing, plus 3 successful small businesses of my own, I'm 100% confident that I have all the tools to make your business, regardless of the industry or where you are right now, viable and successful so you can make a healthy living doing what you love. Maybe you're scared to make the transition from one income stream to another, and I get that. But just ask yourself this right now, is that a good enough reason to keep putting up with all the things in your life you don't like and stop you from creating the life of your dreams? The answer is in knowing how to make the steps simple and achievable by implementing simple changes week by week so the transition is seamless, and with the support and guidance to keep you on track, using simple checklists so nothing is missed and everything happens in the right order and timing. Imagine creating goals and taking small action steps that feel achievable instead of overwhelming until you finally achieve your ultimate goal of saying goodbye to your boss forever. I'll help you starting from scratch to get clear about your passion, knowing that this is the key to drive you to succeed. Get clear about your product and service and your point of difference in the market so it sets you apart from the crowd. Identify your target market and learn how to market your business to the right audience. Be clear who you're marketing to and why. Help you to build your Facebook ad campaign and give you the proven steps to reach your target audience and get maximum conversions. Create a business plan to create leverage for raising capital. And more importantly, get you absolutely clear about your numbers. Outline how critical thorough market research is and give you the steps to making it work in your favour, plus so much more. And all of this can happen in as little as 60 to 90 days. This is Lauren's story. When Lauren came to me, she was only 18 but was already feeling so discouraged by working life. She felt like she didn't fit in anywhere, and she felt like a failure because she'd had 4 jobs already and none of them felt right for her. She knew she had good work ethic, but nothing seemed to be working. I helped Lauren reconnect with her love for cheerleading and dancing as a child and found a connection to yoga through movement and dance. She set up a plan to save for the yoga teacher training she wanted to undertake, and 2 years later, she's working full-time as a yoga teacher. She's passionate and excited every day, and she has a much happier outlook on life. She truly has found her calling, and finding her purpose and passion has given her belief in herself. She's so excited every day about where her life will take her next. Overcoming limiting belief patterns from her childhood was the basis to helping her breaking through to believing she could have this amazing life. Together we worked on small steps to achieve a massive goal that has changed Lauren's life in such a positive and uplifting way. Okay, so now you have 2 choices. You can act on this information and start putting these 3 simple steps into practice. Or you could take what I've shared with you and go it alone. But what are the chances of you actually truly going out there and taking action on this? Unfortunately, the problem is it's probably 0. It's so easy to sit here and listen to it and get excited. Then the real world interferes, and before you know it, 6 months have passed, and you haven't even done a single thing that we've talked about here on the webinar today. Not because you're not capable or not smart enough or talented enough, I know you are, but because life gets in the way. And without the right direction, community for support and accountability, it's so hard to stay on track. So now I have 2 choices. 1, I can hope and pray that you'll take action and that you will on your own, by yourself, go out there and do this, because either way, I want you to succeed. Or I can take control and facilitate this and be the catalyst behind this to make sure no matter what, you won't get distracted. You won't fall back into your old life and forget that you had an amazing opportunity today to change your life for the better. So the 2 options I have are, I can let you go on your own and hope, or I can do something about it. Right now, I'm looking to personally work with the right people in my Inspired Coaching Academy, and I want to help you to implement absolutely everything I've shown you today. That would be great, right? Having a simple process to give you control over your life and the freedom you desire. I'll guide you every step of the way in creating a life and income you'll truly love, regardless of where you are right now. My only aim is to take you from where you are right now to where you want to be by helping you to become the best version of yourself and create your ultimate lifestyle business. To help you transcend your fears, encourage you to believe in yourself and in me, and together we'll create something amazing. For the right person watching this, you know this is your destiny calling you home. I'm going to mentor you through the entire process and ensure you have the guidance, support and accountability you need to win now, to create the life you want now, not years from now. And know this, if we end up personally working together, I'm going to help you with absolutely everything, from rediscovering your passion for life by creating balance and honouring yourself and your time, uncovering your calling, your true life purpose, the reason you were born, and remove all of the self-doubt and confusion about your path in life and why you're here. Shatter the lens that you've been viewing the world through since you were perhaps very young, and break through the patterns and limiting beliefs that have been keeping you stuck for possibly most of your life. Empower you to see the endless possibilities available to you if you just step outside of your comfort zone, and how to turn those into amazing real life opportunities. And how to think and develop a mindset that transcends anything you've believed possible in the past, so success and abundance are easily within your grasp. Be prepared to get excited as we work together to turn your dreams, desires and passions into a successful business. I'll also show you how to think like an entrepreneur, how to be a strong leader, work less but achieve more, the step-by-step processes to building your successful business by understanding your numbers and target market through proper research and planning. Implement your Facebook campaign to reach your perfect audience and get maximum results for your business. And most excitingly, be in complete control of your future. I can't wait to get started, but this is not for everyone. This is for you if you're ready to say goodbye to your boss and the 9-to-5 grind forever. You're excited about finally creating a lifestyle business doing what you love. You're ready to put in some hard yards and finally experience the freedom you deserve. Feel the pure freedom and excitement of finally being in control of your life, of creating your life on your terms. And you're excited to face some challenges and experience amazing personal growth as a result. This is not for you if you're not serious about wanting to change your life, or if you're looking for a quick fix, or if you're not prepared to face some challenges and put in the work. Apply now if you want to stop wasting any more time living someone else's dream and you've decided it's time to take back your life and live it on your terms. I can't begin to describe how it feels to have the freedom to do exactly what you want, whenever you want to. Your life on your terms. Life how it's meant to be lived. If you're wondering if this can really work for you, the answer is absolutely yes. This program will work for anyone wanting to create their own business doing what they love. And with my help, you can be on your way to creating your own amazing business in a matter of days. You won't find this opportunity anywhere else. And of course, as you can imagine, spaces in my mentoring and implementation program are extremely limited due to the nature of how much time and effort goes into helping you achieve dramatic results. I only work with a very small number of people at any given time. However, the people who do work with me are going to experience growth like they've never seen before. And here's why. As part of the group mentoring program, you'll be fully supported emotionally, which is so beneficial when you're building your own business. Having a like-minded group to support you, you'll feel heard and understood. You'll benefit from the combined group knowledge. Others will be able to share how they've overcome things that they've been struggling with. And group support from like-minded people is so powerful in boosting confidence in yourself and in your business. You can speak to me personally every week and receive instant answers to your business and mindset questions, so you keep momentum and confidence in building your dream. And when you have someone to share your fears with, you gain clarity and you can move forward so much faster than if you're struggling with self-doubt on your own. So here's what I've done. I've set aside some time to speak with you personally about how you can apply these ideas and create the life you truly desire. We'll spend 60 minutes speaking one-on-one on a call to help you craft the specific game plan to reach your goals step by step using this system. Now let me be very clear, this is 100% free. There's no charge to speak with me in this instance. This 60-minute coaching call is completely free. We're going to get real and uncover what's really holding you back. I can hear you asking, what's the catch? Why are you giving free calls? Well, there is no catch. This really is free. But if you are asking, why are we doing it? Then I know that once I get on the phone with the right people, we talk for 60 minutes and come up with a really cool plan to grow your business, you may want our help to make it happen. And if you do, then that's perfect. Because if you're a fit, we can talk about that. And it's only if you're a fit. Because we'll talk about how I can help you if it's a fit and it makes sense. And here's the thing, look, most people are not a fit for this. If you're not a fit, we won't even talk about what we have on offer and you can go on your merry way and you can go and implement this thing solo. But if you're a fit and it makes sense and we really think we can add value to your dream, if we 100% believe we can help you achieve your ultimate dream business, then hey, we're going to say, let's work together. Let's make this happen. And then you'll invest in us and we'll invest our time in you to put the 3 steps in place to help you on your path to implement the plan. But it starts with a call. So apply for your free call now. The opportunity to work with me is strictly by application only. So apply now by clicking the link below. Then follow the steps to schedule a call. Apply for your free call now. Let's talk. If you feel this is for you, let's make it happen. Remember deep down, what are you doing this for? If you're serious, let's get on the phone. Talk to you soon. It's been a pleasure getting to know you.